Remember when bedazzling everything was the height of fashion? Or when MySpace top 8 drama was the worst thing that could happen to us? Well, look at us now in our clean girl aesthetic and generously muting stories on Instagram that we don't like. We've really evolved.
No, the muting stories is so real.
Valid. Guys, today we are taking a trip back to the 2000s and talking about trends that didn't age well.
All right, the 2000s. What a time.
We're also debating some stuff that might make a comeback or have already made a comeback and we're happy about it, or maybe we're sad about it. I'm looking at you, Izzy, our low-rise jeans.
Can't touch the skin.
If I had your body, I'd be in a low-rise.
Okay, can I say something already?
Please.
There's nothing more attractive in this world. Hi, I'm gay.
Sam, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. There's nothing to me more attractive in this world than a curvy girl in low-rise. Low-rise?
I agree.
Low-rise jeans were meant for curvy women, and I swear to God, every time a beautiful woman says they can't wear low-rise jeans, an angel loses its wings. Poof, gone.
So many angels have lost their wings.
I know, and it's devastating.
I know, you're totally right.
Maybe I shouldn't have an opinion on this, but I agree.
It's my first day. I'm staying out of it.
Sam's like, I'm scared. And you should be. Okay, guys, do you know about our theme song? Of course you do.
Yes,
If
we
you've
do.
been on ReactCAST, which Sam, you haven't. Brandel, have you?
I've been on ReactCAST, but is there a theme song now?
Every episode we do a theme song. I play a track.
And we freestyle it?
And you sort of freestyle it.
Oh, okay.
Who wants to take it on? Brandel.
Brandel is a professional
Brandel is a
freestyler.
professional freestyle
Brandel is a
singer,
professional
That's crazy.
vocal artist.
I'll
Am
be
I
your-
singing or am I rapping?
You
Yes.
can do whatever you want, babe.
The answer is
Live
yes.
your
Okay,
life.
play the track,
I'm gonna
I
play
guess.
the track, like feel into it. It's
I'm so
like
glad you're
just
I'll hype you up.
and kind of make it relate to 2000 trends.
2000
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Here. Let's
I
hear it.
believe in you.
Oh, hey,
oh,
hey,
oh,
hey.
oh.
Yeah, we got a little groove. Okay. You got Brandel, Sam, and Izzy. About to get real busy. Talk about 2000 trends, and you know we gonna get dizzy. Why? Because they're gonna be bad. Ooh. Yeah, they're gonna be real bad. They're gonna be bad trends. But we are all cool friends. Yeah, we're all good friends.
Bad trends.
Bad trends. Bad trends. Beba, production, producer, and we will talk about 2000 trends. Talk about 2000 trends. Hey, this groovy. I like this. I like this. Almost used a curse word. That's a bad thing. Can't do that anymore. Okay.
Okay.
Told you.
That was
told
incredible.
You.
Moly, that was good.
Told you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I didn't throw him in a bus.
Like, rap in real life? Like,
No,
amazing.
no, I don't.
No.
I'm just
No.
a musically inclined guy.
No, I
who
didn't
likes-
throw him under the bus. I propelled him to stage.
Hey.
Propelled me to stage.
And that's a perspective shift.
Yes.
Which is what we need to do for some 2000 trends.
Okay, we are starting strong, okay? With cringy social media habits,
Oh
okay?
God. Oh God. 2000s ones.
2000s ones.
Are they all the same?
No, they're,
Okay.
we're
Ooh, we're
kinda
talking
jumping all over the map.
MySpace.
Okay, so
We were the first time on the internet with this much access
we
to
were new.
people.
No one knew anything.
We did our best.
we're gonna start strong with the Facebook poke war.
Oh yeah.
For people who don't know, people who are watching who are not from the 2000s, who don't know about Facebook poke wars, who may not even have touched Facebook at all, poking was a feature that allowed users to poke each other, just sort of like nudge.
Hey.
It sent a virtual tap to someone's profile. The poke itself had no function other than to be a lighthearted, sometimes flirty
Yeah.
Usually.
interaction.
You know what I'm talking about?
And then a poke war started when users took this innocent feature to the next level, turning it into a competition. Once you poke someone, they could poke you back, and the cycle would continue. Sometimes
Forever.
never-ending.
Forever.
Perpetual.
I had a poke war with somebody for like 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm still in a poke war.
So can I
not a
defend
freshman
poke wars for a second?
please,
Like,
Sam.
Poke wars walked so that Instagram harding stories could run. Okay,
Oh, interesting.
You think
It's-
so?
That's
Flirting wise?
it's the predecessor.
No, it is because a heart can be a flirt.
Yeah.
A heart can be a flirt, but is anybody listening to that one?
Every single guy, every single girl.
You're like,
listen to
hello.
They're like,
has-
I'm getting 25 of these. Like, you ain't special, especially just like a pretty
Every
girl.
single girl watching this, listening to this, has a guy in her DMs just hiding every story, every day, praying for the heart back, praying for the high. It's a poke.
they're
It's
not-
just, it's a
It's a
modern day
little
poke.
poke. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong, but there is something really.
personal about a poke.
There
You
was-
also have to be friends with that person. To
That's
poke
true.
Them.
And
Did you not?
but here's
That's
the
true.
other thing about the poke that's different from a heart on Instagram stories. It was private. No
Yeah,
one could
nobody
see.
knew.
True.
If I poke you, no one's like, Beba poked Sam. You can't see it. I think maybe later there was a feature where it notified you on your profile, but it was like a message. It was private.
Yeah.
It was like,
well, I mean,
hey.
and it's a story like is also private.
Yeah, story like is a
story
private.
like-
Yeah,
private.
a story like is private. A
Yeah.
post like is
No.
not.
Yeah.
A story like I can see who's liked your stuff.
No, you
On the
can't.
story?
Yeah, our
on the
stuff,
grid.
but not the story.
Not the story. There's no way.
Do you have Instagram?
Let me check your story
what
likes
is
right now.
Instagram?
Do you have like a future updated Instagram that I don't know about? I mean, I was
Well, you
without the
can't
20
even-
posts for
girl,
like
I know.
45 years.
And can I tell you something? That was a blessing. Because let me tell you something, and I'm going to be controversial. I don't think you should be posting 20 slides of anything.
Well,
no
wow.
one needs
It's
to
not the
see
fact. It's
your
not the. It's not the fact that I need 20 slides.
You
I just need
wanted
like
access.
I just need 12. I need 13. I'm not gonna be posting 20,
I still think
20
that's
every
too
single
many.
time.
I've only ever done 2 20 slide
It's
posts.
bold. It's a bold move.
Well, and I've done it twice because I did it once as a bit because I went on a bachelorette to Mexico and so much stupid happened.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
well-
so funny. I was like, all right, let me show me. I can show you the world. People are
I
like,
can
this is
show
so fun. Do this more. I'm like, no, babe.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was
on
never a
Facebook.
big poker, but like I am a big Instagram like story responder, so I guess it sort of it took me some
Yeah.
time to get used to
are
it.
you hearting a lot?
No, I'm more of a
Your fire emoji.
fire and the laughing crying guy.
Oh, so are
I'm-
you an elder millennial?
No, what?
Laughing, crying emoji is giving elder millennial, and I say that with love.
I'm older than my 2 panelists, certainly.
Okay, moving on to our next cringy social media thing.
Okay.
AIM away messages.
Oh God.
Raise your hand if you had AIM.
I wasn't allowed.
Neither
What?
was I.
What?
I was not allowed.
know.
You
Wow.
guys! Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I think
Sam,
my
this is
brothers
you and
had
me,
it.
babe.
I think my brothers had it because they're older than me. But I wasn't necessarily allowed to. And when it comes to like not being allowed to do things in my house, I was like, especially young me,
You were scared.
I'm scared.
Yeah, you were like, I can't have AIM. I won't have AIM.
It's
not worth
I
it.
just won't have it.
Okay, AIM away messages.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a feature that allowed users to create a custom status message while they were not actively online. Yes, Izzy.
So I didn't have AIM, and I don't know if anyone else had this, but my junior high had an AIM system.
Oh, wow.
So
School I am.
but we had so I do know the away messages because then you would
Yeah.
like do like something really extravagant and beautiful,
Gorgeous.
like
Izzy.
yes. or like
Be
good,
right back.
It's like good girls
Oh,
never
is that what it was?
last. Good. It's like good time never last. And then you would just like send, and then like if you were off, it would just send it out.
So you had
Yeah,
AIM.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Hi.
Did you do AIM away messages?
Yes, and loved it, and like song lyrics that
Oh,
meant something
God.
that like were coded messages to other people to see if they pick up. Oh, it's the best.
Oh yeah.
It was like the way of being like low key passive aggressive or trying to send a message. Do you want to hear the most unhinged thing that I did?
Yes.
Let me hear
Yes.
it.
When I was 15 and my sister and I, we didn't do, I'm Cuban, we do quinces, not sweet 16s.
Right.
Instead of doing a party, we both picked a trip. My sister wanted to go to Africa and it was like this really big
Wow.
trip.
That's a great
So I was
trip.
going to be away for 2 weeks. And I was like, I'm going to do a custom away message. And you know what I did?
What you do?
So crazy. I was like, gonna be in Africa. And then like obviously made it beautiful. And then I said, people I'm gonna miss. And then listed the people that I was gonna miss. So when I got back, I had so many messages of like, are you kidding me? You said you weren't gonna miss me. I was so messy.
She did it for the drama.
Yeah, you did it
folks.
on purpose.
I
didn't
She
you?
did it for the
Oh,
drama.
yeah.
She was like, I want people to
Wild.
think about what I, you know.
Exactly. While I'm gone, you
like.
think of me.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I had a crush on this girl called Lucy Kenny.
Whoa,
Shout out
full
Lucy.
government name.
Shout out Lucy. Shout out Lucy. We used to love you back in the
name.
day.
It's relevant for the story.
Okay.
And so obviously LK is her initials.
Okay.
So I started putting I Heart Lakers, and which capitalizes the L and the K in Lakers.
Oh my God, you're Taylor Swift.
Taylor
You're
took it from me.
literally Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was in his
you're welcome
bag.
for the
I don't think
interview.
I've thought about that or said that out loud in my entire life before. That's exciting.
How does that feel to let it out?
I mean, good. Yeah.
just a-
You're
It's
married
just a
now.
weight-
Can you imagine?
and she's now my wife. No.
I love that.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Lucy, if you're
That's
out
really
there.
sweet.
Lucy.
Yeah.
That says everything about you.
Does it?
It does. The shift from away messages is now Instagram stories, I would
Yeah.
say, or Snapchat.
Oh, I was gonna say that's just a status update.
No,
Instagram?
it's a subtweet.
No, like a sub. No, that's like the AIM away message. That's just what social media became. Like MySpace, when you could put your stat.
Oh,
like
yeah,
your story,
totally.
your
Well, the original
uploadable-
Facebook
Oh,
Sam,
yeah.
it always has to be is something.
Yeah, it's like
right.
like is busy better. Feel sad. Is eating. Is
Yeah.
is with blah
it's
blah
my
blah.
it's my Discord status message.
Yeah, it's a status message.
It is.
Because I remember
Yeah.
in MySpace, you could just put like whatever you wanted, or you changed your theme music because you're just like really
Yeah. No, it was that a digital persona was such a big part of early 2000s social media culture.
Yeah.
Top 8, putting the 8, it's very much like people I'm going to miss. It's Who are the 8 people in your life that deserve a platform on your page? It's really, it's intense. It's a little aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Bring back top 8.
Babe, with today's society and girl, that would cause wars.
Guys, we're talking about tropes that didn't age well in TV and movies.
Okay.
Okay.
All of them? The entire decade of television?
There were some key ones that were pretty bad. For instance, our first one, the makeover that equaled self-worth, okay? Nerdy girl with glasses turns out hot when you take off her glasses and put down her hair. It reinforced the idea that self-worth is tied to our looks.
It is.
We live in Los Angeles. We live in Los
That's true.
Angeles, so
They were
yeah.
right.
They were right. Take off those glasses, nerd.
Loser.
And the pink
I love
clothes, obviously.
I love glasses.
I wear glasses. I used to, actually, hilariously, I think actually maybe because of that trope, I always dressed up so much. Like, I literally wore heels in high school.
In
Just
school?
the
Oh
way-
my God.
No,
What school
it
did you
gets
go
worse.
to?
Babe, it gets worse. Because are you ready? It's not normal heels. You know those atrocious sneaker heels?
No, you did
wow.
not.
Oh,
Those were not real.
Oh, they
Wow.
were real, and I
Where
wore
did
them.
you-
I wore them all the time. I wore
Can I
them
tell
all
you
the time.
something?
And no, you can't. Babe, actually, you can't.
I'm telling you, Izzy, those are coming back right now.
No, they're
Don't do
not.
that to me.
Yes,
No,
they
they're not.
are.
No.
They are. I
No.
saw
They're
them
like
recently.
fake Jordan heels that like pop
They
up
are
on Facebook.
coming
Oh,
back.
God, no.
I rebuke that. I rebuke that.
No,
In the name
that's
of
out of
Jesus,
here.
I
No,
rebuke
in the name
that.
of literally
Please.
everything
Ringing
out there.
bells.
Jesus, Muhammad, everybody, get up out of here.
All of it.
But you're already so tall. Were you shorter? I mean, obviously you were shorter. Were you like...
No, okay, something you need to know about me. I'm never tall enough.
Okay.
If I could choose to be 6'7" as a woman, I would.
Ah,
I want
wow.
to
I love
strike
that.
fear into the hearts of everyone.
I love
I mean,
tall,
mission
I love tall
accomplished over
women.
here.
I love tall women, so I'm like,
I
yeah, wear your
love-
heel. Your heel.
Yeah, wear your heels.
Wear your
Wear your
heel.
heels. Bring them heels on over here.
Please.
Wow, wearing
So-
heels
Be taller
at
than me,
school
if
is
you're okay with that.
another level of crazy.
Oh, and no, because okay, this is girlhood right here, and I'm gonna need all women to lock the in right now.
I'm locked in.
When you would get in a group chat or like on messages the night before and be like, are you guys gonna wear heels tomorrow? Are you guys gonna wear skirts tomorrow? Let's all wear skirts tomorrow, but you have to wear skirts tomorrow. You have to wear a skirt with me. And then you
That's
would
so
go, and it was either we're all wearing skirts and we all just feel like, and then, or you're the only one who did it. You were the only one that was brave enough to do it, left you in the dust.
It's devastating.
Mine was red
But then you
lipstick
just
one
look
day
good.
because I was in the hipster. Oh no, I didn't feel good. I was in the because we were in the hipster renaissance at that
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
where like the
Okay.
red lipstick Tumblr moment was happening, and we all wore red lipstick one day, and it was really beautiful.
So this is Mean Girls is real, basically.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh my God, Mean Girls was
A documentary.
Based on a
Do-
real,
docu- yeah.
real
Meanwhile-
life
Documentary.
experience.
Meanwhile, me in high school, sweatpants, socks, and sandals. I play basketball.
Good for you.
I had to wear school uniform, so
I
I just
didn't
had to wear the
even
same
think
as
about
everyone
that.
else.
Oh, see, I wish sometimes.
I went to school to Hogwarts,
I
so you
wish
get it.
That's
I
true.
wish
That's true.
sometimes
That's
that
true.
I had a freaking school uniform. I didn't have to like think about what I had to wear every day. I just had to like show up in the same fit. Didn't have to get made fun of by kids who can somehow afford Jordans every day.
Yeah,
See,
man.
no, but the
Yeah.
thing, and you can correct me if I'm wrong with this. I had a friend who had a uniform, but then it just became how cool could you make a
You could
uniform?
wear the
Yeah,
uniform.
definitely.
One-
Yeah.
That's given them
100%.
Will
Yeah.
Smith at that freaking school in Fresh
Fresh
Prince.
Prince,
thing,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
flip
it's
the
like
jacket
how
inside out.
cool
Yeah.
can
How
you make
cool,
this
yeah,
look?
how short.
Yeah.
I went
I
to
was
an
at
all-girls
Carleton.
school, so I had a
You're
uniform
Carleton?
as well.
Carleton.
You roll up the skirt to make it
Roll up the skirt.
a bandage.
Yeah,
Yep.
knee highs went down to ankle socks. You know what I mean? Like it was like, I'm cool.
Ooh,
It's
look at
your-
me.
But it's like all the girls are like, who are you doing this for? I would straighten my hair every Thursday night so that on Friday and Saturday my hair would be like done. And
Nice.
people would make fun of me for coming to school. Because again, I went to an all girls school because everyone's like, what are you doing this for? And I was like, for you.
You went to an
I'm loving
all-girl
you.
school?
I have for you.
I don't know.
I'm a lesbian.
Raging.
Okay, another trope that didn't age well. A token minority.
Oh,
Many 2000s teen movies
I can
included
talk about this.
a best friend who was Black, Asian, or Latina, but their only purpose was to support the white lead. These characters rarely had their own storylines, and it really started with like the clueless of it all. Let me tell you some tropes, some token minority tropes. The nerdy Asian kid, the spicy Latina, the Black athlete, and the gay best friend who's overly flamboyant.
yeah.
Just
Should I take this one first?
Yeah. You want to talk about it? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have some thoughts.
I feel like you
gotta
really
say
love
it.
this one.
Yeah.
tell us.
No. Yeah, I know a little about this one. So my family was the only like Black family in my neighborhood growing up, right? Because my dad played professional football, American football. Sorry,
I got it.
sports. So we lived in a nice neighborhood, but what comes with that is that we were the only Black family in the neighborhood. So growing up until like high school, basically, I was basically the only Black kid in my neighborhood. But also, sure, I was the only black kid like in all the groups, hanging out with whatever friends, a lot of white people. But I also had main character syndrome. I had main
He was
character
like
syndrome.
token minority, never.
No,
heard of
I was
her.
like,
All
could
I
never
heard
be
was
me.
token.
I will be the leader here. I'm going to be the cool guy in all these
There you
scenarios,
go.
but I'm also going to hang out with everybody. That was like my thing. It's like I was a sports guy, I hang out with the popular kids, but I also loved like anime and video games, so I'd go and play Yu-Gi-Oh with the nerds. Like that was always kind of my thing. The token black friend is a real thing.
It's a real
like I have some
thing.
friends or like former high school friends, because I don't really talk to nobody from high school, who are like definitely like token black friend in a group of like frat white guys.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay,
But it's definitely a real thing.
It's definitely a real thing. I think we've moved away from it. I think if it does come up, it's almost as like satire because we are just almost making fun of the fact that we did do that, but pretty bad. And other tropes, dicks over chicks and fat shaming. So girls competing over guys instead of friendships, women were pitted against each other over romance and boys, reinforcing toxic stereotypes. And then fat shaming, which is like making fun of bigger characters.
Which
and
they weren't bigger, by
Right.
the way.
Right.
Well, that's
Also
the thing.
that.
It's like sometimes like you see these movies and they're calling somebody fat and it's like a normal person. And
It's
you're
like a normal sized
it's
person.
crazy. Just a lot of fat jokes and a
Yeah.
lot of like pinning women against each other.
I recently, because of The Bachelorette, we rewatched some scenes from Bring It On, and I'm blanking on the character, but there's this one character who the comedy of her character was that she was always eating because she was fat, and I was like, I'm so sorry, what? Because she was like maybe like a size 6. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that means anything to men in general.
I'm a size
I
6.
really don't know the
For
number.
reference, yeah,
I'm a size
You're a
6.
size 6?
Yes.
She was supposed to be fat?
yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
And like she had a first of all,
Have y'all seen
wagon. She had a wagon, and she had but
Yeah.
so like she was curvaceous, but I'm like, that's fat.
So she was bad.
She was bad as hell. Yes, I was trying to be respectful,
I see.
but yes, she was stacked, and it was good.
it was good.
It was good, and I was like, that's fat. Or even Jessica Simpson. I remember thinking that she was like a whale.
They used to, she
whale.
used
love
to
her. I
duct
used to love
tape
her.
her boobs down.
I remember thinking like I remember like, oh yeah, she was so fat, and then I
Fat?
saw the article because it was like, oh yeah, she was really fat because like everyone, that's what all the articles
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
That's what
Said, yeah,
everyone
but it
and I
wasn't-
was like 7, so I was like, I guess this is
You
fat.
agree? See, but and that's
I
the
guess
thing.
this is fat.
We were so easily swayed by like the media
'Cause
and
I
like
was
everything
7.
around us. Like I know it's
I'm
like
like,
we don't know any better.
No, I'm like, okay, I guess
and
this is
that's
fat.
just like one of those things. It's like you grow up, you actually start to see the world for yourself. And you're
No,
just like,
re-seeing
we
those
were
articles.
tripping for real.
Yeah, there was a TikTok
We were
that showed the
tripping.
articles again, and I was like, I'm so sorry. This is what we were calling fat. This
devastating.
you like I was like, just because she doesn't have like very visible abs does not mean that she's fat. Like that's
Well,
truly insane.
We'll get into that too when we get into the fashion section because 2000s was also riddled with the heroin chic body
Oh
type.
yeah, that was not good.
Which was like a girl who was disappearing right before your eyes.
And
But
I
we'll get
watched
into
that.
it.
The fat shaming thing though
loathe it,
is true
too.
for guys as well in some ways because like Homer Simpson was like comically fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like he's just a normal sized
Yeah,
person.
he's actually not fat
Yeah.
at all.
Or like I think this might be the 90s, but Al Bundy in Married with Children was like supposed to be comically large, and he's just like a normal person walking around.
Oh God, it's
I don't know what that
we
is for.
really were.
Yeah.
Our priorities were all out of whack.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing that happened in the early 2000s was the rise of reality TV.
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
They-
You think that aged terribly?
No, this is
Definitely
definitely.
did.
You know
No.
what? That's a good point.
No, I'm like reality TV is still popping.
Poppin'.
All right, they
If
do
any-
not.
If anything, it's gotten worse.
No, it's gotten better.
No, reality TV.
Well, hang on, it
the early
depends how you
2000s,
I think the reality TV has gotten
renaissance.
worse, but there's just so much of it.
The
But they
reason why
would do anything in 2000s. Like they had a show
Well,
where like
Love
there were-
Island is killing the game.
There was a show where a load of men on an island trying to win the heart of this one girl, like The Bachelorette, except they didn't tell the guys that she was born a man, and that was the entire spin of the show.
That's crazy.
What?
Oh, it was called "There's Something About Miriam" because the joke was about something about
Oh
Mary.
my God, I heard about
Yes,
this.
see, I'm not just making it up.
But there was that one show, The Swan, where they brought in women and did like full body
Yep.
surgery,
Yeah.
and then showed her and be like, "We fixed you," and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy."
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she
What?
couldn't look in
They
the
didn't,
mirror
and they
for
didn't.
months.
They didn't show. She see the transformation. So it'd be like breast augmentation, nose job, facelift, veneers, do, hair, wig, whatever. And then at the end of the entire transformation, you showed her the mirror for the first time, and that's a different person.
Okay, so I
What?
promise you this is a real show because I remember watching it. This is something I'm making this up. It's a weird fever dream. This is a real show.
watching
There was a
reality
show in England where they had a load of like very sweet, forgive me, but kind of dumb, like sorority girls from America, but they shipped in because they were going to win the chance to marry Prince Harry, and it was just a lookalike.
By the way, I freaking love that show.
Oh, okay,
It was a
okay.
lookalike?
Yeah.
Shipped in is crazy.
But they didn't know.
They didn't know. Yeah, and they just didn't ever tell any of the girls until the last episode that he was just some guy that looked like Prince Harry.
What, did they like him? Like, are they still married?
I don't think so. I haven't
Was it
checked
just
in on
one
that.
season?
Yeah, Shocker didn't get a second season.
I want to marry Harry.
Thank you.
There it is.
Harry
Wow.
in quotation.
And they can
Yes.
do that again with Harry Styles, just saying.
I'll
like-
go
But
on
and make
that.
it real.
Damn.
I'm like, because that to me, that was like devastatingly good TV because it was so great. Like reality, that was actual reality TV. Now I feel like reality TV is just so heavily produced.
It is.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very
Well, that's
heavily
the
So
produced.
heavily
Yeah.
produced, but not in a way that it's safer. It's just like, okay,
it's actually
we have to do it
worse for the person.
sneakier. So like instead of like, okay, these contestants that we need more drama, okay, let's feed them less and put more alcohol in their system and make them
yeah.
sit in the sun for
No,
longer.
they're literally treating these people like
Garbage. It's
Literally.
bad. Yeah.
Before it was just really normal
Well,
people.
not gonna
that's
beat the
what
cup.
happened. It's like it was really, really cheap to produce reality TV, which is what people liked. Everybody watched it, so advertisers were like, "Hell yeah!" And then it was also showing real people on screen for the first time, you know. And then in 2007/2008, the writer's strike really accelerated the rise of reality TV.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
were like, "Okay, now we really are going to
Can't
double
write.
down on this." Some shows that came out in the early 2000s: Survivor, American Idol, Big Brother.
oh yeah.
America's Next Top Model.
Oh yeah.
You want to be on top?
The Apprentice, The Bachelor, The Simple Life, Jersey Shore, Jackass, Laguna Beach, Newlyweds, Jessica Simpson, Cribs. We got really
MTV
good stuff.
Crib.
What was the car cribs called? Pimp My Ride.
Pimp my ride. Yeah.
Like,
Punked.
Next, Room Raiders.
Next. Oh yeah.
Next was
Parental
good.
Control.
Parental
Boiling Point.
control.
Yeah, I love.
I forgot about all those. Man.
If anyone is watching this who works at Viacom who has the Next archive, my girlfriend was on Next and won't tell me which episode. So if I would love to connect with someone who can get me that episode, I'm just saying.
Sam, you're going to have
Give
to
us
just
her-
sit down and watch the work.
You just have
The
to
entire
go through
thing.
it.
The entirety
Yeah.
of
And by
that.
the way, what a gift. Have you
Right.
ever seen it?
I'll be back in 3 hours.
Yeah,
Can you-
yeah. Come back
Cool.
when you're done.
The Bachelor/Bachelorette will never have me.
No.
That is
Yeah,
a
me
show. That is a
either.
show's concept that I will never understand.
You'll
You
never
want me
get
to-
behind it.
I was like, you're telling me you are all going after one guy,
Well, here's the thing.
one girl.
Hey,
I would love to be on that show.
Well,
for
no,
the
fun,
record.
fun. No, you wouldn't.
Oh no, I
would
definitely
hate
would.
it.
No, I said. No,
By the
no,
way,
no,
Sam,
I
you would
would
do
hate-
fantastic.
I have a
on
whole
that
game
show.
plan.
So you'll be fine.
Because you don't get to
Like-
be on The Bachelorette to be The Bachelor.
Yes.
So Bachelorette, go on, be
Lose.
super sweet, be like really British and charming, and like, oh my god, I'm just here to
Till the
for
second
you,
to
the whole
last
thing,
day.
and then like on like the like penultimate week, friend zone myself. I'm sorry, I love you, but not in that way. Leave.
Boom, you're the Bachelor.
America falls in love. Be the Bachelor, and then as the Bachelor, full bad guy.
Sam has the plan.
Like
bad
Stacey, Amber, kiss, or you're both getting kicked out. Like the full evil.
Sam, get rid of the girlfriend. We're getting you on The Bachelor.
Sam, but you just told them the
I've said
The
too
whole
much.
plan.
said too much.
You said too
Can we
much.
cut
this
that
out. We
Yeah,
have
please,
No.
thank you.
Okay, let's go to the next
Next
category,
one.
guys.
Right.
Well, we're talking about fashion fails, guys.
Fashion fails. Okay.
All of-
Hit me.
all of
Hit me.
now
2000s.
full low rise support.
Hit me.
Number one, bling culture, guys. The flashier, the better in the 2000s, babe. Big logos, rhinestones, intricate designs were all the rage. Ask a millennial about statement necklaces. They're going to have a freak out. Ed Hardy, Von Dutch. Remember her?
We vividly.
Okay, so I still kind of love Ed Hardy. Not gonna lie.
I think it's low-key making a comeback. Like
It's camp.
Yeah.
trucker hats, like the ways that Ashton Kutcher was on my screen 24/7. So
Yeah.
if you didn't have a trucker hat, you were a loser,
Understandably so.
you know? And so then these trucker hats became like bedazzled. And then remember vajazzling?
I was just.
I was gonna say what I was-
You said
I
what?
was just about to say
That's what it sounds like.
vajazzling.
vajazzling.
I was just about to say
That's
sounds like.
putting rhinestones on your vagina, Brandel.
Well, I mean, I figured it out, but is it like on the pants?
no,
or
no,
like
my dude,
no,
on
on
the
the skin.
skin.
skin to skin contact vajazzling.
I think I was just too young at the time to really be thinking about
I wasn't.
jazz.
I wasn't because it was shown to me. It was
was
that
in middle
bleach and
school.
it was bleach and booty and vajazzling.
Bleach and booty.
I'm trying to make this
Bleach and booty. That one I feel like I know, but like
You bleach and
the
booty.
jazzling is kind of crazy.
Okay, vajazzling, bling culture. Here's the shift. Now everything is like
Clean girl.
minimalistic, clean girl aesthetic. Like we've really moved away from bling stuff, except J-Lo. J-Lo's still all about
J-Lo's
that
still
bling.
bling.
Go
like
ahead,
for
Jay.
guys like Lambos, NFTs, crypto bros, like that's just bling, but from the other side, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Bling, but
brothers still like chains. They love
That
a
is
big
a great
chain on their necklace. It could never be me. I just don't want all that on me.
I would
But-
argue Cybertruck is bling culture.
Gross.
Exactly. It's like you're doing the flashing peacocking thing in a different way. Let's talk about what the boys were wearing. Also girls, but mostly boys were doing 3 things.
Whoa.
Let me tell
Finally.
you these 3 things.
We
1, G-Shock watches.
Still love a
2,
G-Shock.
chain wallets.
Chain wallet.
3, puka shells.
Ooh.
Puka
A
feel like
shells.
there's a-
frosted tip puka shell combo
Puka shell.
was the heartthrob combo.
Puka shell.
I feel like those are
Tell me
3
what that is.
different
Tell me
guys,
what
though.
that
Like, not one guy of all 3. That's like 3 different people.
Oh, I think it was all 3 doing
Oh,
it.
wow.
I think I have seen the boys doing all 3.
Okay, well, I still love G-Shock. Like, Cashio's great.
So puka shells were like the finishing touch for a boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why everybody was wearing them was because Abercrombie and Fitch
Right.
and American Eagle,
Right.
all the boys,
Yeah.
whether you're working at the store or there was a photo of a beautiful man with a shirt off wearing puka shells, you're like, I want to be that guy.
Because the ladies love it.
And
true.
also, all the boy bands and also puka shells, guess what? They were cheap.
Yeah.
So it's like,
They're coming back.
no,
Are they?
they're not.
No,
Hey.
and this is a direct call out to my friend group. I can't say the name of our group chat because it is technically, not technically, it is deeply
against
not
TOS.
allowed on the internet.
Against
But
TOS.
every time we go out, there's roughly 20 of them. At least 7 have puka shell necklaces.
That's really tough. to
That's a
hear.
lot of people.
That's too many people.
That's too many.
And they're all
First
gay
of all, it's
men.
too
And,
many in
and
a
they're
group
all
chat?
gay men. So
Okay.
maybe
Well, you
maybe
know
it's
what?
maybe it's a renaissance because of that. Same with the pearl necklace. That's coming back.
LGBT.
Honestly, like, as long as the chain link
LGBTQ.
wallet doesn't come back, I'm okay. Like, that was just weird. To have like a
chain
giant.
wallets?
Yeah, no.
Oh, I had a chain wallet.
Of
You
course
did?
had a
Yeah,
chain
yeah,
wallet.
That makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
That
yeah.
makes a
I
lot.
mean, I went by the nickname, the key, and in any version of a chain or a keychain that I could have on my body somewhere was
Wait, did
Part
that
of the
really was your
system.
name? The key was your nickname?
Still is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Still
moving
is.
on.
I
Cool.
am who I am. I
enough.
haven't left it.
Let's talk about low-rise jeans. Let's talk about it. Let's get
Fan.
serious.
Fan of seeing them. I hate jeans. I can't wear jeans.
Okay, here's the thing. 2000 saw the rise of heroin chic, as we had previously said. With tiny models like Kate Moss, Paris Hilton, they influenced the body type that looked good in these jeans at the time. I know that we love curvy women in low-rise jeans, but that was not the case
No,
before.
you're correct. And some people still believe that that is the case.
There was also the rise of luxury denim. When I say these words, tell me if this triggers you. Ready?
Okay.
True Religion,
Yeah.
Miss 60,
Right.
Rock and Republic.
Yep.
Yeah.
These are luxury denim brands that became like the height of fashion, and they really, advertise these low-rise jeans also with like rhinestones on them. It's like if you were wearing cool jeans, you were good. You didn't need anything else. The shift now, body positivity.
Yeah.
Jeans all the way up to your freaking belly button if
Yeah.
you want to, And now low-rise jeans are sort of back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by sort of back, I mean they're back.
They're back.
They're back.
Full stop.
They're definitely back.
But they're not back in the way that it matters. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Because every time I try to shop for a low rise jean, the rise is barely. It's mid. It's mid to low.
It's mid to
Like
low.
the low rises aren't low rise enough, and the high rises aren't high rise enough. I'm like, commit. Do
It's
something.
just
Do
a
something.
jean that's fit to your waist.
No, I'm
Show
like,
me where-
do something. The only low rise jeans that make it count and make it matter are the ones that are baggy because you can go a size bigger and it'll low rise
Still
enough.
low.
But the ones that are tight and
makes
flare,
sense.
and I get asked this. I have 2 pairs of vintage Gap jeans from my mom in the 90s, and without fail, every single time I wear it, whether it's on the internet or out and about in the streets, I get asked where I got them because everyone's like, no. Every girl is like, "There's no jeans that are low enough. There's no jeans that are low enough," and I was like, "Yeah, because they're not." Be brave. Lower the rise. Fall. Don't rise. Fall.
the rise.
Lower the rise.
Make them fall.
Fall. I want to see butt crack.
Sam, what do you think about low-rise jeans?
I think I don't wear them. I think they look great. I got nothing to wear.
I would be shocked if you wore them.
Nah.
But if your girlfriend was wearing low-rise jeans in the episode of Next that you're going to watch, are you going to be like, slay?
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
What if she was wearing them right now?
Also not surprised.
Okay, kind of related to denim, another trend that I think aged poorly was dresses over jeans.
I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you they're
Oh.
coming back.
No, girl,
they're
don't I
not.
know it?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
they
they're
are.
not.
Okay, so really?
Yes, they
Why?
are.
This-
I'm
Dresses
so
over
sorry.
jeans.
This style sort of came about because of Mary
Disney.
Kate and Ashley Olsen. They
Shout
did
out
this
twins.
a lot in the
Throwback.
early 2000s.
Shout out the twins.
They were wearing it. People were like, well, we want to be like you. Also, it incorporated that luxury denim that was like
Oh,
alive
yeah.
and well.
Right.
And now Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen have a fashion brand called The Row. and they have just incorporated this silhouette as part of their new collection.
No way.
And
Shout out
don't
them
forget,
for
don't
real.
forget Disney.
Isn't it-
Oh
Disney
my God,
Disney
Ashley-
hit
Oh,
hard
yeah.
with a
Oh,
layer.
yeah.
Isn't it really warm to wear jeans and a dress at the same time?
Well, it was like a boho chic
Oh, okay,
dress, like
Yeah.
sometimes sleeveless.
Oh,
Okay.
But I think we are sort of going back to that because I think everyone's just like, what's the craziest thing I can do with fashion?
Yeah.
Have you
Add-
noticed?
Add so
Everyone
many
is doing
elements
weird
to yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, they're experimenting. What's wrong with that? You know
No,
what I'm saying?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Let's find out
They're
what
finding
looks good.
themselves. Yeah.
You know,
And
and,
I've-
then if it's something that you find to be unique, it's like, okay, cool. People are gonna be copying you. You know what I mean?
Well, and I've seen
saying.
it been done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's like
You
it's
do well.
basically just like a really long shirt that gets just like thrown on top of a jean and like with a really chunky belt, and I'm like, okay, hold on.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Wait a second
Hold on.
now.
I'll buy that.
Before you continue further into this episode, this is just a content warning. The next couple minutes, we do talk about eating disorders and diet culture in the early 2000s. So, content warning. Okay, let's get into our next category.
Mhm.
Okay. If you're a girl in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
you're probably still working through your body dysmorphia because this decade was riddled with both diet trends and, ironically, cupcakes. And if you were brave enough to eat a cupcake, you better have had some lemon, cayenne pepper, and maple syrup ready to go.
Oh my
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, that
What's
just
that?
did
Wow.
that just woke me up like a sleeper agent. That I was like I forgot that
The master
okay.
cleanse. Let's talk
Wow.
diet trends and
Diet
let's
trends.
start
Oh, wow.
with the master cleanse.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you know what this is?
I do.
Okay.
I've done it.
I don't think I'm familiar. Is it like a shot, like a?
No.
I know.
Eat
For-
nothing for a week off of maple syrup and lemon juice.
You literally
No.
the only thing that you can eat/drink is
Just drink.
water, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and maple syrup.
Like all blended into water.
Yeah.
It
all
was-
blended together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
Like
it
a
was like
spicy
was the
lemon
maple
shot.
syrup
No,
just a
no.
little dessert for
No,
your
that
fucking
no,
meal
all
for the
of
day?
it,
Shake it in a
all of
bottle.
it together.
Oh God. Okay. But did it just like make you skinny? Like,
Yeah.
Because you didn't eat.
But not eating
anything.
made you not skinny. Yeah.
you just
All you drank was that.
Yes.
It was called the master cleanse because it was technically
a mixture
like
of bull.
marketed to flush out toxins and all this stuff, whatever. You were fasting. Some people did it for weeks.
I know. I had so many friends who did it, and
Asking for a
trust
friend.
me, if whatever you lost, you gained.
You
it
gain back
You get it back
immediately.
immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did the master cleanse many times and I have passed out twice from it.
Wow.
It's not
Beba.
a. It's
I
not. It's not kosher. It's not good.
It's not good. The master cleanse was alive and well in the early 2000s.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Sam, did you do it?
I did.
Oh,
There it is.
Yeah.
did you lose weight?
Yeah, but because when you don't eat for 7 days, you
Yeah.
shockingly you
You
weigh less
lose
than
weight.
That's
Yeah.
shocking
Yeah.
how that happened.
Yeah, it's amazing how the body works.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that so crazy that we did that? We were like, sounds good. I'll do that.
Like what's crazy to me is we were in. I mean, when I was seeing it happen the most, I was junior high. I was junior
Yeah.
high and high school.
How
And I
old
was
was
like,
junior high?
we are.
that
too
frontal
for me,
lobe
for
is
me.
developing.
No, how old was junior high? Like
Oh, like
13, 14, yeah.
there were
It's like
13-year-old
11,
people
12,
doing.
13.
I know, but I'm like,
Master
y'all's
cleanses?
body aren't. God,
What are you cleansing from the
The
cookies at
pizza.
lunch?
Yeah,
the
exactly.
pizza and 2% milk.
Gotta get
I was
that
about to
cookie
say
weight
it's
off.
the milk they made
That
me eat with my
2%.
lunch.
That 2% milk is
Like-
killing you.
Okay, let's talk about
Okay.
another 2000s food trend. Slim Fast.
Slim
I
fast.
hate to say it. It does taste pretty good.
Does it really? Does it?
love
I
Slim
love
Fast.
it.
I never had
It's
it.
delicious. It's
A
like a
Slim-
shake.
Yeah,
It's like
Slim
a
Fast,
yummy little shake.
a breakfast essential. Delicious.
Ah.
It actually started in the 80s, but it became popular
In the
in the
2000s,
2000s.
yeah.
And it was a meal replacement shake.
It is not.
And it, was
It's
supposed
just-
to make you lose weight.
It's a protein powder,
My
but
mom,
for girls,
my
basically.
mom had some.
Yeah,
Slim
my mom
Fast
had
in
it.
the crib.
I
Yeah.
Sorry,
love
Mom.
Slim Fast.
Yeah.
And as someone now who is pretty steep into like fitness stuff, I was like, oh, I forgot about Slim Fast. Oh yeah, like that could be a good protein shake because I have a hard time finding
Did it
protein
have
shakes
any
I
protein
actually
in there?
enjoy drinking.
Yes.
No, I was like, this has nothing. You actually
Wait,
This is
Izzy,
primarily-
I'm going to
Doesn't
put you on
surprise me.
something.
Do it.
I've been recent because I'm trying to
I did find one that I really like.
up
So.
my. Should we say it at the same time?
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3.
Core
Orgain.
power.
Oh,
I have a core
literally,
power.
we were halfway there. I was like, the same thing. Oh no.
No, because the core power, it's 230 calories, 41 grams of protein, and it tastes like chocolate milk.
Frick.
I had one for
love
breakfast
that.
as I was driving over here.
Mine has
Nice.
20 grams of protein, and if I have
Amateur.
too much, I get nauseous.
Understandable.
get
So
We're gonna ride that
I-
way. Just gonna push through right that way.
can't.
Gym.
I lift really heavy, so I need a lot of protein.
You got to
Okay,
remember
well, we're
that.
not here to brag.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wait, this is a podcast. That's the entire point of the podcast, isn't it?
Shredded.
Okay,
Oh,
let
wow.
me tell you about.
She really is shredded.
Yeah.
I
No,
like playing.
girl, she's got.
She's
I lift
shredded.
people as a party
I
trick.
have to lose 100,000 pounds.
Okay, well,
Go ahead.
maybe you can get on the Atkins
What?
diet. Do you remember
Oh,
the
God.
Atkins
I
diet?
forgot about
Atkins
the
diet.
Atkins
About the
diet.
Atkins
Oh my
This
gosh.
was a low carb diet that was created by Dr. Robert Atkins, and it had 4 phases. Okay, phase 1, the induction
Regret, no.
phase. Yeah. Why did I do this? I
Bargaining,
actually have a perfect
regret,
body.
acceptance.
Depression.
Phase 1 was the induction phase, which is basically you limited carbs to 20 to 25 grams per day. Phase 2 was the balancing phase. You gradually add more carbs like nuts, berries, seeds. Phase 3 was pre-maintenance phase, which slowed down weight loss. It was kind of introducing more foods. And then phase 4 was maintenance, which you basically were like, okay, now just eat a balanced diet. You got this, girl.
Right.
It didn't
Wait,
really.
No.
Okay, it's like in theory, what you just said, not bad.
Yeah, I guess for dieting.
in theory,
yes.
what you said, not bad.
The problem is people took it too far. They were like, "Oh my god, I have hamburgers." No.
Yes.
No.
Maybe
Well,
once a week.
Atkins was also like a really extreme version of dieting, I guess, because it all was really fast. Like the dieting aspect was really fast, and then that's why the South Beach diet came about, was because it was this less extreme version of the Atkins diet. It was the same thing, low carb to get weight off, but less intense.
Also, can I just say, carb is good for you.
Carbs are important.
Carbs are so good for you. I think the part
And they
that
taste good.
people
Also
put like
they
carb
taste
carb is bad.
cream.
Carb
Good.
carb make weight gain.
You
I
know?
think the only problem is
I
if
know
you
it's
only really have carb and there's no veggie. If no
If you
fiber come with carb is not that great.
Yeah, if
Enough
you
fiber
have
come with
carb,
carb,
no
fiber's
no
not good.
fiber, carb bad. If you have carb,
With fiber.
Yeah, fiber.
carb
Good.
good.
Good. Carb
Why are we
good.
talking
is-
like cavemen right now?
Huh?
We're talking like cavemen right
Oonga
now.
boonga.
Unga bunga.
And then the last food trend here we're going to talk about is, or no, this is not just diet trend, diet pills.
Oh, for
Were you guys a victim of diet pills?
no.
No.
Still am.
You're taking diet pills.
Yeah.
What does your diet pill do for you exactly?
I was just gonna pick a pill. It's basically just like caffeine and aspirin, so it like speeds up your heart rate, so you burn.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like a
I'm going to say a brand to you that you're going to be like jolted back into the 2000s. Hydroxycut.
Whoa!
yeah.
Have some upset.
Wow.
Shot me.
I haven't actually heard that word.
Hydroxycut.
in
It
15
was
years.
on, every commercial. If you're watching Degrassi, you better believe you saw Hydroxycut
Hydroxycut.
in between
Yep.
Act 1 and 2.
Which is wicked. That is diabolical. For that is a show for young children.
yeah,
adults,
and they were like,
peoples.
take diet pills.
They're like, you're fat, lose it.
It was one of the most popular weight loss supplements in the early 2000s. It faced numerous reports of adverse health effects, including liver damage, heart problems, and guess what? Even death.
But they look great.
God, were they good.
They were
God, did they look
hydroxycut
great. They were
Yeah.
from their life early, unfortunately.
Wait, do you guys remember Quick Trim?
No.
Okay, here's the thing. This pill was marketed by the Kardashians. In fact, the pills were purple and glitter. And I want you to really sit and think about
They were trying
that.
to appeal to something.
Purple glitter diet pills. And I was like,
Yeah. Just take it back.
the product obviously faced major criticism.
Oh, I wonder why.
The ingredients
It was the glitter.
used caffeine
Yeah. Yeah.
and guarana.
Yep.
Guarana, which could cause nervousness, insomnia, increased heart rate, and other side effects if
Right.
it was taken in excess. I literally felt like I was on speed. You were also supposed to take 6 in a day, like 2.
6?
Whoa.
Yeah.
My dude.
Are you out of your mind?
6, and you would space them out like every 4 hours or something. And me and my friend would take diet pills, and sometimes we would just like at the end of the day forget. So we took 6 in a row at like 7 o'clock at night. So I'm up all night, like no, crazy.
I'm gonna be so skinny.
Whoa.
I know.
So
Wake up
it's like diet cocaine.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's because that's the. But
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
No, I know.
see, like, and here's the thing, I've pretty consistently in my life been a thin person, and even I fell victim
Yeah.
to like
How
the
could you
diet culture
not?
and the diet, because I'm like I'm like, because like looking back at the way as how small I used to be, because believe it or not, I've been smaller than I am now.
Again, we're not here to brag.
I hate that.
And because it was still not enough. It was still not enough. I'm
Yeah,
like, the amount, like, it was so common. I remember to talk about, also huge trigger warning, to talk about your eating disorder, but not calling it an eating disorder. It was just like tips and tricks to how you maintain small and not eat.
Yeah.
And I'm like that. Like looking back, I'm like, we were babies. We should not have been talking about that. We should have been-
Brandel and Sam, did you guys experience this sort of like societal pressure to be thin at all?
Oh, yeah.
Thin,
Oh, yeah.
thin and muscular, yeah. Like
Well-
dream body, sure, but thin, at least for me, not a thing.
definitely. Well, not like thin, but like to be like in good shape.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, growing up, I've always fluctuated in my weight like my entire life.
Yeah.
So like elementary school, I was really skinny. From like 5th grade to like 7th grade, I was fat. I was a very big child. I was a very big child. And then 8th grade, basically through high school, I was really skinny because I was playing basketball, I was playing football. I was
Right,
I was
super,
staying
super
active. But the moment that I like stopped, I started to gain weight again, and then things happen. But I've always gone up and down. I've always myself, like I'll see myself in pictures and be like, I have to lose it. But that's not even like the societal pressure. That's like me pressure.
But
Yeah.
but those thoughts were put into your brain.
Yeah.
But it's still a thing now. I mean, I can't speak for women
I want
now
to be in
'cause-
better shape though. That's like just
Yeah.
for me to like be able to like do things and not feel like I'm struggling to do things that
That'll do.
that I was so used to doing
That'll do
forever.
it.
Sure.
But like
You
going,
know, like putting on a sock.
Oh,
yeah. No.
You get to a
it's
certain size where
humbling.
like you're like, dang, like I'll lose some weight. It's like it's hard to put on my socks and shoes in the
Yeah.
morning. You know what I'm saying? Or like just like running and then like your joints just hurt.
so there was someone sent me a meme about something called physique inflation. So like
oh yeah.
look at Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire, like that was year 2000, I think exactly. And people are like, oh my God, he's jacked. And if you look at him now, he's like what would be like a normal guy in the gym. And now like Henry Cavill in Superman is like, he's small. Like Henry's like 240 and 6'4". Like this is still a huge thing in fitness. And like you've got like 19-year-old kids taking like tren and testosterone and God knows what else because they want to look like a comic book character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that's what the boys are doing.
Yeah.
Some girls, whatever. And now we're kind of going back to this phase of heroin chic where people are on Ozempic. They're lying about it because they want to make it seem like this is naturally how they look. It's just all kind of reverting back to what happened in the early 2000s. And people who are growing up, who are impressionable, are now feeling into it and being like, well, what the hell? What happened to body positivity? What happened to just like being in
The
your
pendulum
skin?
Yes.
swings.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
never find a middle ground. The pendulum is swinging, and it's like, does it ever slowly go back into the middle?
Well, the middle ground is yourself. As long as you're happy with what you're doing and you're doing it safely, does it matter?
Well, that's the thing. I think it's like a lot of people's self-esteem is
Yeah.
rooted
Accurate.
on the outside, and it's like it's really hard to find that within
Especially
yourself.
when you're
Yeah.
young.
That's
Exactly.
fair.
When social media is like the biggest thing in the world, and everyone, it's just like a lot.
When I look at like what I see is like the goal for women now, it's almost even less obtainable than the heroin chic because it's not just thin. You can't just be thin now. Super thin isn't attractive
No,
anymore.
you
You
gotta
have to be
have.
thin with
a big
hips,
with a
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
boobs.
Yeah.
You have to have the tiniest waist ever, but somehow still have hips. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
no long. That's not
That's
working
surgery.
out. That's
Yeah.
surgery. That's
Angles,
are getting.
Photoshop.
that's filters. That's Photoshop. Like that's no longer something that's like obtainable anymore.
People are getting it like surgeries and stuff like that, like younger and younger.
Because it's become normalized
Because,
now.
like,
It was
now,
like a
like,
secret.
the
BBLs were a
kids-
secret.
The kids before they even get out of high school are seeing it on the internet.
Yep.
Like, we
Yeah,
didn't
they're
have
like,
like
I
that
want
much.
that.
We didn't have that much access. I feel like to
No.
like
Yeah.
beauty
No.
standards.
Exactly.
So young. So
It's
like,
more dangerous now than
It's
it
more
was
dangerous
back then.
now. Right.
Okay, another food trend, which is such a departure from diet pills and diet culture, is cupcake culture. Which in the early 2000s, I don't know if you're aware of this, but it really was an explosion of cupcakes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a cupcake though.
I used to, the way that I would eat cupcakes, it was actually really alarming. I cannot even look at one. I am not a cupcake person anymore because I overdid it. But Magnolia Bakery was featured in an episode of Sex and the City, okay? And it
That'll
became
do
a
it.
cultural phenomenon. The show's feature of the iconic shop inspired a whole generation of cupcake stores to open, including Sprinkles Cupcakes, which
Yeah.
opened in the mid 2000s.
Mhm.
Crumb's Bake Shop also opened in the mid 2000s. All of these things started popping up everywhere, and it became the trend where it's like people would not even have a cake for their birthday. It would be a box of cupcakes.
of
Like
cupcakes,
it was
yeah.
just a cool, trendy thing. So it's like, be skinny. Also, here's
It's
a
a cupcake.
cupcake.
I have
Yeah.
zero recollection of this. I'm
Really?
I have
Oh my God.
None of that rang a bell.
feel
it
like-
was a huge thing where I was from.
I feel like cupcakes were just easy to do. You don't have to cut a cake. You just open a thing. Somebody, you come and grab a cake,
Have a little
cupcake.
candle.
You know what I'm saying? Have a little candle. Poof, poof, it's gone. If you want multiple, you just. Oh, I want another cupcake. You go and just get
Another
another one.
cupcake.
For some reason, in some cases, I feel like I like a chocolate cupcake 1,000 times more than I like a chocolate cake.
Because it's a
It's just a
little
little.
It's a tiny
personal
You can do
portion.
the sandwich thing where you take the bottom and put it
Oh,
on
it's
top.
disgusting.
I've never done.
I've never
I
got
hate
that.
a cupcake.
I've never
I
got
hate
that.
a
No.
That. Yeah, I'll just take a bite. I love a red velvet cupcake. Ooh,
Red
chef's
velvet, I would also say 2000 trend.
That's my
True.
least favorite flavor.
That's a-
Ugh.
I agree.
Ugh.
I'm like, I can't.
It just tastes of chemical.
Brenda's like, what? I also don't like a
sorry.
cream
This
is
cheese
your first
frosting,
date.
which famously is for red
She's
velvet.
super frank.
I do like cheesecake frosting. But cheesecake frosting and a chocolate.
Cheesecake frosting, cream cheese
Ooh,
frosting.
Cream cheese.
That's not what I
frosting.
said. And I said what I said when I said it.
Hey, man,
And I'm gonna
love
stand
I
10
love
toes
a
down
red velvet.
incorrectly.
Red velvet is just a trend amongst the black,
Amongst black.
Say how many words
and it's delicious.
So many words, but they're all inside my head.
Now with
Cookies
me.
better than cupcakes.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Agree.
Oh, can I be?
Yeah,
Wait.
no, yeah.
Okay,
But I
so
will
we
agree
have
to
we
that.
have cupcakes and cookies, and this is my personal favorite. If I ever see this and it's a rare, brownies.
Oh yeah.
Brownies. People
Ooh.
don't do brownies
People don't do
anymore.
people don't be doing brownies
I
anymore.
like
Have you had a
brownie.
brookie?
Yes.
Oh my god, the
I
best.
like a
Trader
brownie.
Joe's good brookies.
Noted.
All this
Sponsor us.
being said, I know
hate-
we were talking some crazy stuff on some cake, but a chocolate cake from Chili's will have me in a chokehold for the rest of my life.
I've never been to Chili's.
We're going to Chili's.
I
We're going to
expected
Chili's.
you to say that. to be
Okay.
honest.
Actually, I
you're
made.
talking about the molten cake at Chili's. You're not talking about the Great Wall of Chocolate at the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm going to cheesecake
Factory for cheesecake.
to get a cheesecake.
Well,
No,
don't be silly. No one likes cheesecake.
Get the 3,000
What did
calorie
you just
Oreo
say,
milkshake.
Nary a
Factory.
minute ago.
They made
cheesecake frosting.
a whole restaurant called the Cheesecake Factory.
I know, but
We're not
they
going
should
to get
have
into the
called
cheesecake.
it
You're not getting into that cinnamon
frickin'
cheesecake.
The Thai Asian lettuce wrap.
I'm also-
factory.
And
Ooh.
that's the word of God. Right
I am
there.
No,
That's
guys.
the gospel.
I am
Guys.
also I don't even know actually what I could say. I love a cinnamon-based dessert.
a
Nicole.
cinnamon roll is
Oh,
my
cinnamon roll.
number.
Oh, it's the
one.
best.
Oh, like
And
you
I-
put a
and by the
Cinnabon in
way-
my face, and I'm like, I guess I gotta go.
I
Like-
want it to be Pillsbury. I don't want a cream cheese frosting on my cinnamon roll. I want something from a can that when I open it, it pops. And I want it to be at 350 for 10 minutes. I want it to be a little bit undercooked. A little bit undercooked.
Okay, a little soft.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna make actually additional frosting with some powdered sugar and whole milk. I'm
Ooh.
gonna
And you're gonna put it
because
on
they
that
never put
thing.
enough frosting.
Exactly.
I'm very, very passionate about cinnamon rolls.
It's me and Beba, man.
I got a TikTok of the best cinnamon rolls in LA. I'll send it to
Me
you.
and that girl be locked in.
Thank you
for
so
real.
much.
I got
I'm gonna
you.
need that, guys. We actually, what a perfect place to end on cinnamon rolls.
Can I say one last thing?
Please.
I don't like them. Anyway, moving on.
Boo.
Boo me. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Boo.
This
A
is your
martyr.
first day. You should
Boo.
refrain.
Yeah.
Boo a martyr. It's fine.
Thank you so much for listening to these 2000s trends that age terribly. What do you think is the worst trend that we talked
Doing it.
about?
Body shaming.
What's one thing that we didn't talk about? Because I really wanted to talk about thin eyebrows because they're sort of making a comeback.
Canadian
Oh, we
tuxedo.
didn't.
It's not a
make
sort
it there, did we?
They're back.
They're back.
Canadian tuxedo.
If you are listening on any audio platform, please leave us a review, a 5-star rating because it's a 5-star show,
Wow.
and leave a comment. Say you guys are doing such a good job. I'm gonna poke my way out of here.
Smooches.
Oh.
Dang. Y'all don't know, but Beba just like left
She
the entire studio. Like she's not in the room. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.